Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie. You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast brought to you by the Macy's Thanksgiving balloons that you cherish, the ones that appear every year and that are evergreen, and then one ripped, hot, smoky bear.
Yeah, that Smoky Bear balloon this year is out of control.
It made me a little uncomfortable, I'm not going to lie. I was like, ooh, Smokey, what are we doing? I don't know if it's the jeans, the bulky muscles.
He's pretty muscular.
I don't know what's going on there.
Did I ever tell you how, as a small child, I was afraid of going to the parade, which was never an option. It's not like somebody ever was going to bring me there.
No one ever said, hey, come to the parade.
But because I had seen a news article about the Cat in the Hat balloon ripping and killing someone. I don't know if it really killed someone, but it definitely caused some injuries
so
in
you were
1996 or 7. And I thought, in my head, okay, it'd be nice to go to a parade. The little town I grew up in always had a very small parade I used to go to and enjoy. And I'd watch this on TV and be like, I think I'd like to go there. However, I will probably be killed by a balloon accident, so I can never go because I'm too scared.
So, okay.
Kate, have you ever seen the 1947 film, speaking of the Macy's Parade, Miracle on 34th Street?
I sure have. It's a classic.
What do you think? What do you know about it? What are your feelings about it?
My mom really likes this movie, and growing up she used to have us watch it. And I think my sister and I were a little bit less than enthusiastic because it was in black and white. Mm-hmm. But as an adult, now what I remember about this movie, because I think I've seen it within maybe the last 10 years. Pretty great. That's it. You got Maureen O'Hara around. You got a child actor who's maybe not the worst, but is still a child actor. You got, what's his name? Edmund Gwenn.
Wow.
What's his name?
Edmund Gwenn.
Yeah. He looks like the real Santa. He really does.
So you watched it as a child at your mother's request. Mm-hmm. So you saw it a lot, but
yeah, but you always watch it around.
You weren't fond of it.
Not that I wasn't fond of it, but it wasn't a wow for me.
Okay. You watched it around when? Thanksgiving?
You always watch it around Thanksgiving because it opens with the Macy's Day Parade.
Right.
And I think what I remember liking is that Maureen O'Hara is an executive. She's pretty high up at...
I cannot confirm it. I think you're right.
At one of the department stores. I don't know if it's Gimbel's or Macy's.
I think it's Macy's. This movie is all about Macy's, yeah. The remake in the 90s they couldn't get, which is crazy. The Macy's, for whatever reason, they couldn't get them to agree to do it. Well, you pretty much nailed it here, Kate. This movie came out on June 11th, 1947.
June 11th?
I'm glad you said that. For some reason, the studio wanted to put it out in the summer, or the spring and summer, even though it's all about Christmas. And they had to kind of hide the fact, because they didn't want to turn people off who were like, why would I watch this Christmassy movie? So all the advertising for this movie at the time really downplays the Christmas aspect of it.
Is it to get people all ramped up for capitalism? Ooh, don't forget in the summer when you're out there enjoying your free sunshine and, warm weather that soon you'll have to buy things.
I don't think it's that deep. My very surface level research, I apologize, on Wikipedia. So take this with a chunk of salt.
Shouldn't we be paying Wikipedia?
What?
You know how they ask for money?
That very lame level of research I did has an anecdote about the head of the studio thinking or saying that most people were more excited to go to the movies in the warm months.
Okay.
I guess for air conditioning.
Sure.
Did they have air conditioning in 1947? I don't know. I didn't look at that Wikipedia article. So I'm not really 100% sure what the story is there. But this movie's credits say story by Valentine Davies, who also wrote a short novella version that was released simultaneously with the movie. The story was adapted into a screenplay by George Seaton, who also directed the movie. So it's written the screenplay by and directed by George Seaton. It stars Maureen O'Hara, John Payne, Edmund Gwenn, and do you know who plays the child? It's a name you'll know.
Belinda.
Natalie Wood.
Yeah, I know her. Oh, she drowned on a boat.
Yeah.
Later. Who was there?
Years later. Christopher Walken and the guy who plays... number 2 in Austin Powers. He was her husband, I think. Or was Christopher Walken her husband?
Let's look.
No, he was her. Look it up.
40 years later, the mystery endures, Tyler.
Who was her husband?
Okay, so she drowned off the Catalina coast. Couldn't swim, and she'd been drinking the night before. Oh my god, in 2013, the county coroner changed Wood's cause of death from accidental drowning to drowning and other undetermined factors. Huh. Fresh bruises and scrapes along the actress's arms and knee. She might have been assaulted before drowning. We gotta... This podcast is about to take a U-turn, and we're going true crime in Hollywood. Her husband was Robert Wagner.
Yes, Robert Wagner.
And then Christopher Walken was also there, and an argument happened between Walker and Wagner the night before. Doo-doo-doo.
Well, Kate, the Macy's parade scenes for this film were filmed in the actual parade in 1946, which Maureen O'Hara recalls as being very hectic when she reflects back on this movie in later interviews.
Well, sure.
Because it was kind of like, they're running around and they can't really make the parade stop that much for them, so they're filming, around it, with it. And obviously this movie is an all-time classic. It's been adapted and remade a bunch, including, ready? A 1947 radio version with most of the movie's original cast, which is something they used to do a lot.
That's interesting.
It's a Wonderful Life has one of these. It actually sounds kind of fun. In a world where podcasting is so popular,
Sure.
These sound like they'd be fun to revisit. Star Wars even did it in the 70s. There's a Star Wars radio version with the cast from the movie.
Interesting.
There's a 1963 Broadway musical. It had 3 made-for-TV remakes, so like new made-for-TV movies based on it, 1955, 1959, and 1973.
Okay.
And then it was remade theatrically in 1994 with Richard Attenborough as Kris Kringle and Mara Wilson, the actress who played Matilda as the kid.
Oh, good for Mara.
That version's okay. And then my last bullet says, Katie, you grew up in the 40s. What are your memories of this movie?
Oh my God.
So I didn't really watch this as a little kid. My parents never really made me, other than like the Rankin Bass stop motion stuff, my parents never really made me watch any old black and white Christmas movies. I guess they don't really have much nostalgia for them themselves. So I didn't see this until later. I think you and I watched it while we were newly dating, I'm sure.
Oh, cute.
Sounds like when you said you saw it in the last 10 years.
That's probably
it,
you.
Which may have been more than 10 years ago. I remember it being very good. I've seen the remake. I don't know if we watched it together or what. The remake's okay. The fact that it's not Macy's really does take a lot away from it.
You said you wanted to see me, Mrs. Walker.
Come right in.
Hello there. Good to see you again.
It's nice to see you.
You're awfully lucky, Mrs. Walker. Lovely little girl you have here.
Thank you. And Susan's the reason I asked you to drop down. She's a little confused, and I thought maybe you could help to straighten her
I'd
out.
be glad to.
Would you please tell her that you're not really Santa Claus? That there actually is no such person?
Well, I'm sorry to disagree with you, Mrs. Walker, but not only is there such a person, but here I am to prove it.
No. You misunderstand. I want you to tell her the truth. What's your name?
Kris Kringle, I'll bet you're in the first grade.
Second.
I mean your real name.
That is my real name. Second grade?
It's a progressive school.
Oh, it's a progressive school. This dress is very cute. Where did you get such a lovely outfit?
Here at Macy's, we get 10% off.
Please don't feel that you have to keep pretending for Susan's benefit. She's a very intelligent child and always wants to know the absolute truth.
Good, because I always tell the absolute truth.
Man, Natalie Wood, she's so young.
All right, Kate.
And then soon. She's gonna get pushed off a boat. Who do you think did it? Robert Wagner or Christopher Walken?
I think it was Edmund Gwenn.
Some of these names are great. Cyril Mockridge. What do you think it was like to be a film editor at this time? Did you have scissors?
Scissors and you had Scotch tape.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, Tyler.
Yes,
that's
Kate.
just silly.
You cut it and then you give it a little tape.
Oh my God, is that where they get the term cut?
Cutting room floor. It's like the stuff that would literally be on the ground. Yeah. Isn't
Oh
that
my
cool?
God.
Yeah, when you're editing in Adobe Premiere or whatever, the tool you click to make cuts is a little razor blade for that reason. What is it about horrifying Christmas decorations from the 40s?
Oh man, I love it. Here's my question. What is Santa doing here just hanging out? Shouldn't he be making toys or
Well, he's at the parade.
supervising his enslaved elves? Look, that balloon was still used.
Yeah.
Imagine if the sexy Smokey the Bear showed up. These folks from the 40s couldn't have handled it. See, Maureen O'Hara's busy. She's a working woman.
Look at the gigantic profile that jacket gives her.
Oh, it's huge.
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
She looks like a linebacker.
And Maureen O'Hara's got to do it all without the internet, you know? She's doing it all by hand. She has planned this parade.
I forgot about this drunk Santa.
Oh my God, the drunk Santa's the best part. At the end of the Macy's Day Parade, Santa always comes through, for anyone who's never seen it. But this Santa's sitting on the float, and he's just whipping this actual whip around over his head and is drinking out of a bag.
On the float.
And now Edmund Gwenn has stepped up and been like, I'll show you how to use a whip.
We really don't talk enough anymore about how Santa whips the reindeers.
Oh, yeah. I love that this Santa is prone to violence.
Yeah,
you know?
he's the real Kris Kringle is going to he's threatening to beat the drunk Santa with a cane.
It feels like Maureen O'Hara is used to wrangling these Santas who are just a little bit drunk. She's like, all right, go get him some coffee. She's slapping him in the face.
It's not her first time.
No. Quick, you clowns, strip this man nude. That's her with her brown liquor that she had to put in her pocket to take away from this Santa. All right, so Susan's kind of a little punky know-it-all. She's like, there are no giants. You dumbass. Statistically, most crimes are committed against women by men that they know. And they're like, oh, this is weird foreshadowing. We're laying out some good exposition here where Susan is like, my mother thinks that all these fairy tales are silly. Oh, she's a child of divorce. That's why she's so jaded.
1940s divorce.
We have to establish that not only is Natalie Wood damaged by her parents' divorce because she doesn't believe in whimsy, but this also tells us that Maureen O'Hara is single and ready to mingle. Because I guess these movies from the 40s, there's like always a kid playing the piano. You know?
Why would the real Santa shill for Macy's?
All right, so I can't figure out if this movie is like a love letter to capitalism or an anti-capitalist movie, right? Because like it all takes place on at this Macy's, right? But then now we have the manager of the toy department speaking with Edmund Gwen, being like, all right, here's a list of the toys that we're going to push this year. Like if a kid doesn't know what they want, you're like, okay, suggest this. And Santa is disgusted by this. But he's also now working at the Macy's.
It's
so
so weird.
Does Mr. Gailey have a job, or is he just like a babysitter?
He's taking Susan to see Santa.
Natalie Wood's side-eye in this movie is excellent.
She's so funny.
They're not even married, and they're squabbling about how to raise their child. They're not even in a relationship. Doesn't bode well.
Do you think I became the first woman executive at Macy's by believing in fairy tales? Do you, asshole?
No, she's been damaged by her divorce, Tyler. That's why she can't believe in Santa. She can't wait for Prince Charming to come along. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump from Santa Claus to divorce. This man will teach her how to love.
I don't understand.
This creepy bachelor babysitter.
Somewhere at the North Pole, Mrs. Claus is like, where the hell did he go?
He's out on one of his benders. His Christmas benders. I can suspend my disbelief about Santa, but I can't suspend my disbelief that Mr. Macy, Captain of Industry, would ever be cool with sending someone somewhere else with their money. You divorced shrew. Look how cute Edmund Gwen is, though. Like, he's just like this little compact, little portly guy, so round and cute. Mr. Gailey is a busybody, and he does not consult anyone
He's
before
really
doing anything.
inserted himself
What a punk
into
he
her
is.
life. And then he's like, oh, you can ride in with Mrs. Walker. Like, totally offering her to drive him in. Why is Kris Kringle putting Susie to bed? Santa's
like, all right, Susie, what do you want? I'll show you I'm the real Santa. What do you want for Christmas? And she whips out this picture of a Levittown style house that she's been hiding under her bed. And she's like, I want this. And he's like, ooh,
If you can't get this for me, I know you're just a chump.
You're not the real Santa, I know.
Get me a house, Santa.
Listen, Susie's got priorities. She wants real estate.
Santa, it's the only real way to build your wealth in America. Is she chewing bubblegum in bed? Girl's got a death wish.
Alright, so Mr. Gailey has just put a lot of effort into brushing his teeth very aggressively and now is smoking a cigarette in bed. The 40s are wild, my dude. If I could travel in a time machine, I would want to go here just to be like, alright, I'll smoke in bed. Put on my sleep dress. Oh no, he just blasted him.
Santa has whapped the psychiatrist with an umbrella.
They've had Kris Kringle committed to Bellevue, and the doctor's like, oh, he's quite comfortable.
What did they give him?
He's eaten about 900 Quaaludes.
And like,
he's very comfortable.
There are no next of kin that being contacted here, or maybe they don't exist. The people that they're consulting on this make no sense. It's like his bosses at Macy's, his roommate, Mr. Gailey. Like, he does not have
he's
any...
an older gentleman.
None of these people are allowed to make decisions on his behalf.
It's the 40s, baby.
Oh, that's Fred Mertz.
What's he doing there? All right, so now we're doing like a C-SPAN courtroom drama. Like, do we believe? Oh my God. They've subpoenaed a child. They've just called a child to appear. Look, he got a subpoena and everything.
He really did. It's the paper subpoena. The mother's holding it up.
What a shark lawyer Mr. Gailey is, though. He's like, I've called the prosecutor's own child. Maureen O'Hara's hat looks like a little pillow. I hope you are not sad. Yours truly, Susan. There she goes, mailing it to jail.
Oh, so this wasn't Mr. Gailey's amazing legal strategy, the letters. It was just a dumb luck coincidence that the postal employees thought of it. So the Macy's is on 34th Street?
Yes.
So this is just literally a commercial for here's how to get to Macy's.
Yes, baby.
Huh.
This movie spent like half an hour on a long extended courtroom scene, and then we get to the climax and it's like, all right, if the government says he's Santa, I guess that's okay.
Oh, there's an x-ray wrapped under the tree just emitting harmful carcinogenic radiation slowly.
Look at him rubbing his x-ray machine. He's so happy.
Do you have any comment on Susie's horrifying baby doll?
That baby doll looks like it's been through the ringer already, and I know it's fresh out of the box. This is like the aggressive 40s movie kiss, where you get like spun around and then lips just press right onto you.
It's like a Barbie and a Ken doll being made to kiss.
It's just like very aggressive.
Your Honor, every one of these letters is addressed to Santa Claus. the post office has delivered them. Therefore, the Post Office Department, a branch of the federal government, recognizes this man, Kris Kringle, to be the one and only Santa Claus.
Since the United States government declares this man to be Santa Claus, this court will not dispute it. Case dismissed.
What did you think on a revisit?
It was pretty long. I forgot about the extended C-SPAN-esque courtroom scenes. Still fun. Still interesting.
It's like the whole second. It almost feels like the whole second half of the movie. It must
we
not
go
be that
like
much of it,
we go real like Inherit the Wind for the second half. You know,
I
we're
wish
like, you know what's a good, you know, it was a real blockbuster. Inherit the Wind. Let's
12 Angry Men.
I think it holds up. Santa Edmund Gwenn is so cute. You know, he's just like a little
He is
cutie.
a total cutie pie.
I love when he smacks that man with his cane. That's pretty good. I
Natalie
like the drunk
Wood,
Santa.
Natalie Wood was great in this.
Right? Natalie Wood, not the worst
Very
child
good
actor ever.
kid actor.
Yeah.
Here's so like It's a Wonderful Life, something you tend to watch probably once a year. I would say. Is this something you have any desire to watch once a year?
Yeah, probably not.
No, right? I feel the same way. It's good. It's definitely good.
Watch it if you haven't. Watch it if it's been a while.
All right, tune in next week. We got more Christmas, more holiday coming at you.
Now, Eyewitness News.
The giant cat-in-the-hat balloon had only traveled a couple of blocks when it was caught in this exclusive amateur videotape. High winds carrying it right into a lamppost at 72nd Street. Suddenly, it knocked off a large section of the light, which then fell into a crowd of people standing on the sidewalk. As handlers struggled to bring the balloon under control, police and EMS rushed to help 4 people who were injured. 2 suffered head injuries. 1 woman is in serious condition. Mayor Giuliani met with the families of the 2 women, also doctors.
And obviously, they're very distraught, and they're praying, and they're hoping that it turns out all right.
It's scary when it goes this way and that way. It moves backwards and forwards.
You don't want to see him get popped, right?
No.
You sound like you do.
Yeah.